Hello there, good people, and welcome to another episode of the Finnovator podcast with me, Stuart Bell, business coach and founder of Adere Coaching and Consulting. As you would know, mostly this podcast is an opportunity for me to sit down and have a conversation with program members who've achieved a certain level of success, practice owners who've got an interesting story to tell or an interesting business model, which I like to unpack, or subject matter experts who really know their stuff and can add value to practice owners and helping them to grow and evolve their businesses. But in between, I made a decision I wanted to record episodes to share a little bit about what I've been working on, the technology that I'm seeing out there, and topical areas of practice development and practice evolution that I think are relevant and worth knowing about as a practice owner. And today's podcast is all about the technology side of things. And in particular, it's a tool that we started using probably about 6, maybe 7 months ago. And since then, it's something I've rolled out to all members of our program, which has helped us to enable some of the things we talk about in terms of templating communications, but also share our entire library of email templates more widely and make it easier for people to use it, as well as it's actually evolved into something that we can now use to help us manage incoming SMSs with clients, and even to the point where we're using it with ChatGPT. And another use case we're using at the moment is to see if we can put together documentation, such as statements of advice or terms of engagements, or these kind of tools, and have them in such a way that they are easily personalized without having to worry about, they're going to be little bits of missing information where it's, the insert name here left in there. So I'm going to talk about that. And in particular, the technology I'm talking about today is an app called Typedesk. It's a tool we started using a while ago, and once we realized how effective it was going to be in fulfilling certain things, we ended up buying an agency version. So we've now rolled it out. So in other words, if we work together on our program, one of the things you can get is we set you up, we invite you to become a member of Typedesk or a user, and at that point, you can essentially access all of our templates and tools. Now, at the core of it lies this idea of building up a what I call is a canned message library or a response library. And for those of you who've done this, possibly you built up a library of email responses or outbound emails within your email client, you might be thinking, what's the big fuss with this, Stu? Well, I think stick with me if this is you, because this is about more than just standardizing your email responses for outbound and inbound emails, which we've done. I mean, I'm looking in front of me now on the screen, and I can see something like 40 email responses that have been shared with clients. Actually, the number's right there. It's 52, 62, 63. There we go. As well as we've got our own internal tools. We've got all of our program communications are templated in there and whatnot. Now, previously, when it came to email templates, which are a big part of the tool set in the program, I've always made these available as downloadable PDF documents within our members site. The thing is, by using a tool like Typedesk, I can take this up a level. So I provide access to any member on the program so they can literally find and use a template simply by typing in the corresponding shortcode. So something like referral email or refer to or exit email. Bang, they pop it in and the whole email pops up straight away. So if you're a user of canned libraries inside your email client, your reaction to that might be, yeah, so what? I can already do that. Well, there are a number of benefits of being able to do it using a tool like Typedesk versus what we did before, which is build up a response library within Missive, which is our email client. And this is the point. The point is that tools like Typedesk are platform agnostic. So as well as operating as a browser extension, which means I can call upon my email templates within my financial planning CRM, my email marketing tool, email client, any of the tools that have a web interface, it also operates as a standalone desktop tool. So in situations where I prefer to use a desktop version, or I might need to work on offline, I don't have to go back to old school cut and paste. My entire template library is always on call and available. It also provides scalable customization. And like most tools such as these, I can use placeholders that will either do one or two things, either prompt the user to implement simple client information, like what's the client's name, what's their personal greetings, or anything else that you need to use to personalize a standardized template. And it can also pull in already known information. So, for example, it can pull in your name. It just pulls it out of your email, for example, the company you're working for, any standardized greeting, or anything else you need it to already know and program it. It removes the need to personalize or recraft emails and also make sure that communications don't go out with any of those, insert name here text still in them, which is never a great look, let's be honest. So far, nothing that groundbreaking, but here's where it really gets interesting. It's this functionality of combining placeholders and pre-written sort of passages added via shortcode means it's going to become increasingly easy to build inputs that you can use for pulling in standardized text passages, such as you might find in a statement of advice, an explanation of what a product is, a particular compliance statement. Creating tables is another thing it does really well. Doing basic calculations within the template itself, or my favorite, offering multiple choice checklists to dictate what gets input and excluded. So for example, in a terms of engagement, you can have it insert the whole text into a Word document or an email, and it will ask you. You can put in, here's the 20 different areas you provide scope of advice. You tick the boxes, the ones that are relevant, it will pop only those in. You get the idea? So ultimately, what it means is that this kind of functionality is going to remove a lot of the pain that sometimes be inflicted when you're having to create these documents manually. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, I've been doing a lot of experimentation with ChatGPT over the past few months for all sorts of tasks, and there's a podcast we did recently around that. And one of the things I shared or I've learned is that the quality of the output often depends on the quality of the input, and in particular, the command prompts you're inputting, i.e. the instructions you're giving it as to what you want to do. So on occasions, we've been able to find, oh my God, that command worked really, really well. It got the outcome. Such as commands for rewriting long form content into something that is shorter, copy editing some of our webinar transcriptions, SEO optimizing content, creating covering email, direct mail emails via our email marketing tool for blog posts, or writing metadata based on keywords, or any number of those other grunt tasks that ChatGPT can frankly get done 80% faster than I can. I put them in our library, our Typedesk library of GPT prompts, and the next time I need it, the right input is just a shortcode away, which is not only time saving, but it means that I'm getting consistent output, and so is the team. So in short, templating your communications is not a new concept, but with a tool like Typedesk, and there are many out there as well. Typedesk is just the one we chose that operates not only independently of any particular app, but also my web browser. That's really important. It's not only ramped up our internal efficiency, but it's made it easier for me to help the practices I work with do similar things. Because once they have access to our Typedesk or as a guest user, they and their teams can leverage the same shortcodes that we do and drop in the very same templates we use and the most up-to-date versions. In short, for me, this kind of tool has been one of those real time savers. And I found that when we use it across the whole team and when practices use it across their teams, it increases efficiency. It absolutely improves the consistency of outbound communication, and it very quickly opens some doors to some innovative ways of getting everything done, from documentation to marketing to a whole bunch of other things. I hope this has been useful. As I said, there are lots of tools and technology changes and innovations in this space coming forward. I wanted to share just one of the other ones that's popping up, and I'll continue to do so over time. And similarly, if you found a particular tool that you found you're getting traction in, or there's a usage for any of these tools that we haven't seen, please drop me an email at Stuart, STEWART, @outdare.com.au and let me know. That's it from me. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you next time.